Has anyone seen my pride? You've bloody on here. Surrounding it as a sheriff with hunger. Where have they gone? Who took them? Who stole them?
I wasn't going mad.
If you insist you did it,
regardless.
set it right, and I'll set everything right later on when we're in the break. For the meantime, however, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes, week number 38, I believe.
Yes.
A live roleplay show where we sit around and play D&D and have some general madness. Apologies for the first 40 minutes or so. Roll20 wasn't working, and now is working. So we're gonna take what we can. We'll switch things up and go with a few announcements. First off, starting next week, I think, or it might be the week after, that'll be the start of the Starfinder game. With a quick little 2-week or 3-week, however long to the end of the year, one-shot sort of dungeon crawl thing, just so we can all get used to the rules and how things work, and what's strong, what's weak, what's not going to work, what's going to work, etc, etc, etc. So tune in for that. And other bit of news, Trim, do you want to say it, or do you want me to say it?
I can say it if you want. It's up here.
I throw the mic to you.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure when. I suppose sort of near around Christmas or something along the lines. I am going to be going to try my hand at DMing a pirate-themed one-shot where everybody, where everybody is kobolds, and it's all good stuff that's going to happen in there. So I'm looking forward to actually running it and seeing how I get on, and it just really excited to see how you guys just go mad with it all.
It's
go
okay.
mad.
Me and Ed will be there to control the madness as best we can.
Well, and obviously, if I have any,
Okay, that's enough of maniacal laughs.
yes, with maniacal laughter, and if I have any questions or unsure about anything, I can always I can always turn to you guys for guidance. Yeah. So that's all good and done. So yeah, over to you, Brian.
Lovely. So, quick recap for those that are just tuning in or just want to keep up to date on what's going on. Our party of adventurers, who I'm going to dub the Blade Guard, since they are holding a very powerful artifact named Io's Claw. Now, an intelligent weapon, a sentient intelligent weapon.
True.
And is able to talk to you guys should you want some advice and questions and whatnot. Have been tasked by Umbreon, the Black Dragon, Azulon, the Blue Dragon, and Viridis, the Green Dragon, 3 demigods, to go sort out their sister Lilith, who is currently rampaging dwarven territories after her unsealed form in recent days. That sentence got away from me a bit there. But you guys accepted, got on a boat that was chartered for you, and as you set sail, you got attacked by pirates, defeated said pirates, captured their ship, and then pulled into port, renamed it the Maelstrom, and that will be how Trim's one-shot's going to start from there. But the rest of the party, however, went to an inn named the Drunken Sailor in the town of Seagate, which is, throw you to the main board, which is down here to the east of the Dwarven Kingdoms. And in the Drunken Sailor, you spoke with Ragnar and Floki. I think that's what the names were.
Ragnar and Floki.
Yeah. Who are 2 clerics who used to be part of the Golden Wing, which is Aurelian, the Gold Prime Dragon's own band of paladins, which are bound to the Dwarven Kings and everything else. And they informed you that Moradin's Anvil was gone. The Dwarven capital is now a raging volcano where Lilith is currently hiding. Utgard is currently acting as like a wall. Iron Gate is still the gateway in and out. And Earthenheart is currently the rally point to anyone looking to join in the fight. And we left you guys after you had a wonderful night's rest of maybe some drunken revelry, maybe not. I can't actually remember. So, what do you guys want to do?
Is that a full rest then?
That is a full rest. That's all your hit points back, all your spells back. If you need to prep spells, go ahead and prep your spells.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And in Turtle's case, it's stretch time. It's going to do all his morning stretches, every single one.
Pelvic thrust! Pelvic thrust!
Leave no tendon untended.
Exactly. Or be limber and lithe for the day's activity. Which might just be walking, actually.
It's going to be a long walk.
Yes.
I mean, it's a day's cross country, but it's a bit unsafe.
Nah, it's fine. Hobgoblins.
I would.
They're like goblins.
I would like to roll a
with hobs.
No. Oh.
Very good at cooking.
Well, what would you
I would like
to
to
roll?
roll a Constitution saving throw to see how hungover I am,
Please do.
or something.
How hungover is the cleric?
12.
I would
12
say you are
hungover.
not hungover. You feel fine. A little groggy,
Jolly
but
good.
fine.
Fair enough. Nothing but a bit of old coffee can't fix.
Very true. Coffee fix everything. True fact.
Anyways, so is there
So.
anything that anyone else wants to do, like shopping?
Good. We've got all the rations.
Yeah, we got all the rations, haven't we? So
Yep.
I've got a lot of herbs, so I can make
got the
potions
herbs.
if need be.
Yeah. There is something I'm a little worried about. Like, I know we're taking on like a prime dragon and all. I'm just a little worried about
in a
what-
battle of wits
Yeah.
and rhyme and rhythm. Yes, go on.
Yeah, with the matron of strength. Anyway, I'm just a little worried about Bob.
Oh, well,
He's
we're going to
I'm
leave
sure
Bob
the
and
kobold. This is the sword, by the way. I'm sure the kobold's gonna be fine. Anyways, we've got one more pressing job to do.
yeah.
Let's
you're
go
right.
meet my cousin, sister. I know, I'm a bit lost in the semantics.
Wouldn't she be like your aunt?
What have you my aunt?
I don't know. You're like a child.
What hell was it? Yeah, yeah.
What exactly are you, or like were you something?
Well, he's a
else?
child of Io, which one would assume means he's a sibling of the Prime Dragons.
No, I meant the sword. I mean, like, was there something else before, like, they're in the sword, or is it just they've always been the sword? And now
Don't
they're
ask me. I popped into existence about 3 days ago. Wait, no,
Fair
longer than that,
enough.
because it took you like a week to get here by boat.
yeah, this is true.
I'm over a week old, so don't ask me. I'm still having existential crisis.
It's okay. Like if you need to talk to any of us, we'll be happy to listen.
I'll make my opinions known.
Good. Glad to hear it. Oh, like this is while secretly sort of not showing too much of the sword sort of thing, because don't want everyone to know about the sword.
What is that rubber band?
Sorry.
Oh, that was you. I was beginning to think, is there an ad playing somewhere?
Yes,
I
it's
thought
very
it was
What
musically
is
tempting.
going on?
I thought it was like dramatic music in the middle of it, or dum 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 dum.
Okay,
dun,
Um,
dun, 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 dun,
I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll muddle our way through it.
dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we always do.
Alright then. So, you guys make your way to Earthen Hut, yes?
Indeed,
Yes.
we do.
By road or by cross country?
I'd say road.
Back on the road again.
So that'd be
Yeah.
18,
Carry on my
27,
wayward
30 miles. Okay, it'll
Not
take you a
as bad
day and a
to
half.
listen to that on this time.
Okay.
To go from Seagate to Lay-by, then to Stormholt, and then into Earthenheart. Thankfully, you're not going cross country, so no random encounters. Oh no, all that lost XP
Okay.
you could have possibly had.
Oh, why would you do this?
Because I'm evil. I do it because
But I thought
want
you weren't
to.
doing it by XP. You were doing it by milestones.
Yeah, I work out the milestone by
You don't need to
XPs.
Quick, let's run
It's
into
evil.
the bushes to find someone to fight.
Hey,
like
let's just
Marvel.
grind up attacking boars.
Diddly 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 diddly. Oh wow, giant appeared.
Oh, I wish. Anyways, you guys arrived at Earthenheart A-okay. I don't have a map for any of the dwarven towns because I can never find something that works. They either look too rigid or not rigid enough. But for the sake of brevity, Earthenheart is a large town. It has plenty of trading through blacksmiths and forges and whatnot. The city is... You see various signs, you know, pride for ember steel and all the rest of it. All these smiths have different way of making it and forging it into weapons and putting it up on display. A few of the weapon racks, you notice the blades have got beautiful red rivers running through them from hilt to blade, and so on and so forth. Where do you guys wish to go in Earthenheart?
Where is there to go?
As it's a nice high midday sun
Well,
and the city is in full swing.
find his notes because I'm pretty sure. What time of day is it when we arrive? I think you said it was like midday.
It's midday.
Or... Oh, right.
It's midday. No one at the gates to greet you or anything like that.
So, yeah. Well, how are people doing? Like the
You
townsfolk?
asking me?
Yeah.
Are you talking to me? The townsfolk themselves, they seem happy. I mean, those that are working hard and fast. Take that as you will. Smiths seem to be in full swing. Every blacksmith you look at, there's no one like waiting or sitting idle. Everyone is either smelting steel, working in the steel, doing fittings, wrapping the leather, carving in runes into shields, into armor. A couple of them you see clerics outside and they're just saying words in Dwarvish, trying to bless the steel as best they can.
Do they look as if they're like preparing, like to do battle with like
Something.
Lilith or something in general?
They seem to be preparing for a siege, yes, but where you guys are walking through is like the main thoroughfare of town, so it's more you're seeing more like the weapons and armor come together. You haven't seen anyone reinforcing the walls or preparing pitch and whatnot.
We know that they don't know that it's actually a prime dragon. We know they think it's just hobgoblins. So that's probably why they're not as worried as they would usually be. Wasn't it here that we're pretty sure the golden wing was allegedly supposed to be in Earthenheart? There's the golden
think-
claw in Utgard. I'm pretty sure it was Earthenheart. We were told that the golden wing were.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in Earthenheart. I mean, we could ask around. Like,
True.
no problem in trying.
All right. Can I go up to one of the guards then? Approach
Indeed,
him.
you do. You can find a couple of dwarven gentlemen wearing very thick leather armor, carrying pikes and stout shields.
Hello,
Anyways,
friends.
what
we
can we do
new
for
to-
you?
Sorry, we're new to town. We would like to inquire about areas of interest, sightseeing points in Earthenheart.
Oh, sorry, I found a city generator and I've got something that's about right, but It's not perfect. I prefer to modify as I go.
I love that side, by the way. It's really helpful.
You know the one I'm on about, just by looking
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
picture.
yeah.
Ah,
So ignore 3 of the roads. I mean, namely the top and the 2 going south. The road literally goes straight through. Actually, no, because
Okay.
Earthen Hearts of City, there were various mines in there. So yeah, keep those roads. I'll just throw it up on the screen for people.
okay.
This is some website called whatsabout.itchy.io. I'll put links in show notes and whatnot.
Yeah, I use it quite a bit.
Yeah, it's very good for like getting a random city together and then using it in your campaign. But anyway, you guys, when you bump into the guards, are all sort of down here-ish.
Yeah.
Because that bottom bit is like where all the craftsmen are and everything else. But anyway, lad, what can we do for you?
Yes. So as I said, we are new, me and my companions, to this town, and we would like to know what points of interest we should see before we move on to Iron Gate. Oh, yeah, that's the next one.
Well, if you're new to town, you might want to check out the market just up the road there, and he gestures further on past this small little park area and generally following the road. You might find some fine wares and bits of game for sale. If you're looking for the more adventuring kind of gear, if you're that sort, the Golden Wing currently have a stand just outside the market to the slight north. It's what used to be an old barracks. You can't really miss it. Massive stone building with a little bit of a courtyard.
All right.
Beyond all that, not much.
Huh.
The city's in a bit of disarray right now. We're in the middle of preparing for a siege.
Oh no, the hobgoblins, if I heard correctly. I heard rumours.
Aye, indeed, lad. Hobgoblins. Mean little buggers.
Yeah, pretty fierce, red, generally angry with bad hair. They don't
Aye.
even grow beards.
Not as majestic as dwarven beards.
Oh, very true. Nothing could beat a dwarf beard, though.
A dwarf beard is sacred and holy.
Very true. Well, thank you. I apologise for bothering you.
Aye, not a problem at all, lad. Not a problem.
I hope you have a pleasant day.
And you too as well, lad. Enjoy the wonders of Earthen Heart.
shall. Yes.
Just to interject, the Roll20 seems to be playing up again.
Yeah, I just noticed that, but it seems to be back again.
Yeah.
Check your bottom bar, because
Yeah, well,
it was
I
just
just saw
me
that fly across the
showing.
screen, so...
On mine, I can see you, I can see Ed, I can see myself.
Yeah.
Sound off in Roll20 if you're here. You may need to reload the page.
I've just reloaded the page and it was showing just me to begin with, and then you two just popped in after I interjected.
I can only see the lands. I can't see... Oh, hello.
1, 2,
There's
3,
a
4,
test.
5. That'd be
Testing,
all of
yes.
us.
Alright.
Okay. Yes.
So, there we go. That's that all fixed and sorted.
Yay.
Right. Okay, so you guys going to head over to see the Golden Wing?
Yeah, may as well.
Yeah,
May as well find
just sort of following behind,
Find,
it's
looking
Um,
around.
around.
Is there anything interesting in the market as we peruse our way past?
Make an investigation check as you're perusing. See if anything catches your eye.
Alright. Investigation.
I'm
That's
gonna-
not 20! Oh,
Oh, never mind.
oh
I'm
shit!
on the bother.
A few bits of armour in that catch your eye. They look like van braces and things like that. They've been engraved with dwarvish runes that seem to glow gently. And they
Oh.
look absolutely amazing.
Oh.
Nice deep
Pretty.
dark leather, nice not quite a bright sky blue, but certainly has that warm summer blue gradient to it.
I'd
in the
like to
runes.
try and find kind of van braces either metal or otherwise, in black and white. Probably black.
Black metal vamp races. Okay, you go, dotting about between the markets, and you do find your black metal vamp races with dwarvish runes engraved.
All right. Dear sir.
I'm a sir. Don't worry. Happens a lot. You're waiting for me to go really high pitched there, wouldn't you? We go, I'm a woman.
How dare you! I hate foreigners. Tell me, how much for these fine pair of black van braces?
These ones, and pulls them down just to double check which ones they are. Ah, these are fine magical van braces, lad. They are going to cost you a very pretty penny.
Ah.
If you've got the coin for it, it's 1,500 gold.
But alas, they're going to be a gift for a friend, but just look elsewhere.
How much gold do you have?
Not that.
Not that much.
Say a number.
Less than that.
I said say a number, not
I've only got 850.
850.
It's cool though. It's just it was a passing fancy. They're not for me.
Okay.
That's a shame, lad.
I would like to see whether there's any like footwear or something that can make me like a little faster, or get me a bit of speed going. I know Reginald is with us, but like just in case.
Okay, just in case Reginald gets popped out of existence again.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make for me an investigation check as you're perusing the market.
I bet it's going to go so bad.
Have faith in your dice.
I don't have faith in my investigation checks.
You find a wonderful pair of high heels. 6-inch steel stiletto.
Oh,
Daddiest footwear known to man.
as long as you wish your boyfriend's dick was.
Oh man. Okay. All right. I'll just twiddle my thumbs and not know what to do. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, sadly, you cannot find what you are looking for.
Oh. I mean, they could make a pretty good stabby kind of weapon, like bludgeoning weapon sort of thing, but otherwise, no.
Piercing. Have you ever been stood on by a stiletto?
Piercing?
They hurt.
I'd say piercing, yeah.
You can
I'd
kill
say
a man
piercing.
with a stiletto.
You can indeed.
Yeah, this is true.
Can certainly make a man wince with a stiletto, you just have to step on one toe.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway,
Okay.
as you guys are like going through the market looking at various things, you do see the stone building that the guard were on about, just off to the north side of town, and just on the edge of the market, it does indeed look like an old military barracks that's been repurposed. Under the golden wing, they've got banners flying of a golden wing on a white sky, and currently you see two clerics out front. They're just handing out things to passers-by. They're trying to get people in, try and get them recruited, and they're looking rather frazzled.
Oh. Yeah, I would like to go up to the clerics and be like, "Yo, what up?"
Ah, good day, wee lass. Are you
Yeah,
interested in joining the Golden Wings?
I mean, maybe. Like, what does it involve? Like, I mean, I wouldn't just want to go in like willy nilly and just be like, "Oh, this isn't what I expected." So, tell me.
This is high school trim.
Yeah, sell it to me.
Well, wee lass, unfortunately, the Golden Wing isn't a kind of organisation where you'll be bored all the time. It's the paladins in service of Aurelian, the Gold Dragon himself. We've been tasked with keeping the Dwarven land safe, and with these hobgoblin attacks, we need steady hands and even good cooks and healers on the battlefield when we need them. Do you think you've got what it takes? Come and join us. There's always plenty of warm mead and good stories to be had.
Well, I do have one question, right? Is there an individual in there with, like, a sort of golden beard at all? Like, sort of golden hair? Luscious locks?
Can I try asking the sort of similar question, but try rolling a charisma?
Yes, I was going to say
Go
Trim as
for
well,
it.
make a persuasion check.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. I shall. It's
Or
probably not going to go that well because it's a -1. 18.
Like just sort of drop my loot in front of Trim and walk in front and sort of bend down to pick it up.
loot.
Go for it.
You know, I'm just like stood there behind Trim and I see that she's not doing very well, so I roll my eyes and drop my loot and walk around in front of her and go down to pick it up.
Oh, I see you doing
Is there a
that.
golden haircut?
I thought you were going to do like the whole I'm taller than you, but here's a way to grab their attention thing and just use her as a booberess. In that
No.
anime style.
You know, the bend and snap
Yep.
as its own. So, what persuasion or
You can
Well,
help me,
to
like.
save you don't have to do that because Trim did a very good persuasion.
Yeah.
The cleric you're talking to looks over to his friend, he gives a knowing nod. He puts some papers down on a stool behind him and whispers to you, Trim, you and your friends follow me. Don't say a word.
Okay, I just gestured to everyone like, guys, we should follow the like, we should follow the dwarves.
And he leads you in through the barracks, through the courtyard. Then in the courtyard you see various groups of civilians, would probably be the best way to put it. They are nowhere near anything close to a militia or even soldiers being put through basic, like how to fight with a pike and a shield. And that's about the best they've got so far. But as you go through further in, it starts to get more militaristic. You know, you see the soldiers going through stances. You can see clerics showing how to tend to severed limbs and whatnot on practice dummies. And as you're led through and through the barracks, going up a couple of floors, you are brought into a large room with a table in the middle, which has got a relief on it of like the surrounding area. So like Mount Moradin, which is a key mountain in the area, sticks up like a huge spire. You've got all the various mountains you can see on the map, and all the various towns are marked appropriately. And leaning over it is a very disheveled dwarf with golden hair and a golden beard, with half his face, and the best way to put it, half his face is very well done. Very, very well done.
Oh dear.
Complete with eye missing, so he's got it closed. He looks up, and I don't want to see any more guests today. Can't you see I've got a water plan? Get civilians out of here.
We've been sent here by
The sword. Just show him
the sword. Yeah, I showed the sword. Just there you go.
Yeah, you draw the sword, and, and he looks up and I don't give a damn if you were brought here by the actual dwarvish lords. Get out! I have got a water plan, and I don't know. Wait, hold on a second. He adjusts the other eye, the one that's actually working, to try and see what you've got.
Yeah.
That can it be? And he stumbles over to you, and now you realise the extent of his injuries that you couldn't see behind the table. The entire right side of his body, for lack of a better term, is wrecked.
Oh god.
He can't even lift his right arm properly from like the elbow up. Every motion he's done has been from the shoulder. He's walking from his right hip as opposed from the knees. And it's
Did you want to?
The Sky, the Order, send their regards. and discipline tells you need to dress better.
Yeah, they would. Thanks.
Did you want me to heal you at all? Or...
No, lass, I'm fine. Let me have a look at that sword for a second.
Sure.
Aye.
And I hand the sword.
He takes it and he brings it pretty close to his eye because no depth perception. He's like, I recognise his handiwork. It's been a long time since I've seen this thing. And he hands it back to you. Well, it's chosen a weird one this time, but oh well. Maybe it'll work out. Extends his left arm to you. I have a sneaky suspicion that you're here to see Aurelian, but I'm afraid I'll have to do.
I sort of extend a hand out as well, as if I'm guessing you're shaking hands. I don't
Yes,
know.
indeed, shaking hands. He grips you pretty firmly and like a good halfway up the arm, almost to the elbow, and gives it almost like a firm tug. You feel like your shoulder's about to be ripped off. And so like, nope, sorry, forget my own strength. Introductions. You can simply call me Gold Dust.
Gold Dust.
Gold Dust.
Oh,
Hey, that's a cool name.
Gold Dust.
I didn't pick it. These dwarves decided to call me it. I lead the Golden Company in my father's absence. As best I can.
Of course.
So, I take it Umbreon Azulon have very kindly asked you to come help me with Lilith.
Yes, that was the idea.
Oh, that's good. I could really use some help.
Well, what have we got so far? Let's sort of stride over to the
he hobbles over very slowly, and he's working on his right arm with some sort of magic just to try and ease the pain a bit. And he starts gesturing to spots on the map. Well, currently Utgard is still under siege, but last I heard it's holding. So no chance of it falling yet. Iron Gate is nigh impregnable from any direction. So if Utgard falls, I've got time to reshore Iron Gate. But right now, I've got a band of hobgoblins bearing down on us from the north. They got some sort of encampment around about here-ish. I don't know where. And with that encampment, it's just raining hell on Earthen Height and all our Ember Steel supplies. If I can clear them, I might be able to turn the tide. Unfortunately, Daddy's decided to bugger off back to his tower and hasn't been seen for about 2 weeks. And I'm getting a little bit worried. For obvious reasons.
So
I've got a job for you if you're up for it. It's a weird job.
Say.
A simple job. Nothing too hard or too difficult. Deal with this goblin camp north, and I'll try and fill you in on what I can later. I need to pull myself together, so to speak.
I feel like that's within our abilities, don't you guys?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Alright. Now, for the love of God, get out! And he starts resuming his, angry dwarven commander act.
Oh, okay.
Okay, alright.
Thank you. We'll be on the way.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
So we get shooed out. Wasn't he a lovely chap?
Well, it's only the person, or as I can never remember all the prime dragons. Aurelian, that's it. Azulon, Aurelian, they sound similar. Yeah.
Well, one's the Latin for blue, I think, or the Greek for blue, and the other one's based off the Latin for gold. Spoiler alert, that's how I name a lot of things. I look it up in another language.
Fair enough. Okay, so
No, I forgot to switch it over to the main board. I thought that was going on. The Hobgoblin cabin for the screen is there. The party are currently down here.
Okay.
So well within a decent day's hike.
Okay.
Anyways, as we were.
All right. Shit. What was I gonna say? We should mobilize towards the Goblin Cab, I suppose. We've got nothing better to do with that.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, we should trundle along.
Exactly. Maybe we should scout it out and get some recon before we hit it, or maybe we should just run in, swords blazing, as we always do.
Yeah, we need to get as much information. Go on, go.
I was gonna say, that's what we tend to do, just run in.
Well, I mean, we could try and see what we're up against. I know we're up against hobgoblins, but how many and how strong they are, sort of thing. We need some kind of information.
I believe this might be a job for me.
Oh.
Information gathering that I can do, he says, sharpening his daggers.
Oh, God.
Now, do you want this fricasseed or more?
As long as no one dies, then...
Well, I can't guarantee that, you see. There's, there's hazards and slightly unfortunate accidents.
I give Jin the mom look like that Pike does, like
the Mama Pike look.
The Mama Pike look.
And
Can I make an intimidation like the Mama Pike look?
Yes, please make an intimidation check.
Okay. A 17. Oh man, that natural 20 on the right hand side.
Jin Sakuna, make I suppose it'd be an insight check.
Wisdom saving throw or wisdom check? Or
It's an insight check. Oh,
it'd
never
be
mind.
insight. Yeah, you feel quite intimidated by the Mama Pike look.
you're literally no fun, are you, at all? Just need
She's
to
really not.
always do this. No.
I'm sorry.
what I want is people dying unnecessarily.
To go storming off.
Go on your little information hunt.
Yep.
All right.
You just draw out a new hat from your seamlessly out of nowhere.
The magic of hats.
No, what you don't realise is that Jin Sakuna's hat is in fact a magical hat. All he has to do is grab the brims and he just flicks it and it becomes whatever hat he needs.
Wait, he has a magical hat? Why didn't you tell us about this?
It's not here.
It was going to be a secret.
Yeah,
Shush.
gotcha.
Call it
Don't,
hatting.
don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone, Trip just announces out from a microphone. That man has a shape-shifting hat!
I'm sorry.
That
Just
sounds
don't tell anyone like Nintendo. They have a tendency to nick all the... Oh.
Yeah, that one's already gone. Sorry, man.
Bastards.
Stop that hat! It has a mustache! Keep giving people philosophical questions like, is it better to be born good or overcome your own evil nature through great effort? And if nobody gets that reference, I'll be forever disappointed in you.
Be forever disappointed in me.
Alright, Parthenax in The Elder Scrolls and Mario
Oh,
are the
yeah!
same dude.
Oh, fuck me, of course. I'm such...
Which is really scary. Because Parthenax got a super deep resonance and Mario is super high. It's like, what? Anyways,
I'm just evil! Oh, that was more.
that was Mickey Mouse. Anyways, Jin, where are you going for your information gathering? Or are you going to sneak on ahead of the party and scout out the hobgoblins?
I think just sneak ahead and scout out, make sure that is all A-OK, especially with our tendency of walking into things.
Okay then, go ahead and roll for me a stealth check. With advantage, because you're going in super prepped. Bloody hell, 24? And you only rolled a 40. Jesus, I hate rogues so much. Super stealth or what? Okay, as you make your way northwards, you deliberately keep to the shadows and do various Assassin's Creed style things. So you're going up high in trees and using the cover to your advantage, and you come across this small outcropping where you can see a couple of fires, and inside you can see a whole host of hobgoblins. And from there, we're going to take a break, and then we shall be right back, because I need to get a new drink, and then we shall continue with this week's game of Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes. For those of you watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere. For those of you watching on YouTube, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz. And we'll see you next time.
Sure.